it. I'll do it, dude. I'm gonna pussy brag. This was my sexual experience last night.
Yes.
Had a FaceTime 3-way.
What?
Had 2 bays telling me to J.O.
You had jerk off
on FaceTime.
You had J.O.I.
Yes, from 2 bays. 2 different bays. Naked.
Oh my God.
Touching themselves, telling me they needed me. Here's the problem, though.
Sure.
I nutted pretty early.
Of course.
Once I realized, I was like, am I allowed to jerk off to this while we're talking? And they're like, yeah, we want you
That's
to.
a good question to ask.
I had to, well, it was kind of like, are we actually doing this?
We doing sex stuff?
Are we? Because, like, you know, there would be like the occasional, like, look at my tit. I'd be like, oh, all right, cool. And then it just kept going. And I was like, am I allowed to jerk off?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Which, by the way, I already had been. But
True.
They could just see my screen was like.
You just see a rope come up to the top.
Yeah. But I as soon as I finished, I still had to sit there and listen to 2 drunk chicks talk and I felt like I owed them. So for like a half hour more, I had just nutted, and a girl would be like, "Do you want to see my tits?" And I was like, "Yeah." I can't tell you how little I give a fuck about seeing your tits. like I just nutted, and this girl was like, "You want to see my pussy right now?" I was like, "Yeah, all right."
You were thinking about that cord, dude. You're like, I need to
Not
get
really. Dude, I was in the middle of searching for the cord in the house when the FaceTime started. I had no plans of jerking off. I was looking for a cord in my parents' house, and then I got a FaceTime call, so I sat down and jerked off. And then I just went back to looking for the cord.
It's a honeypot, dude. They didn't want you getting that cord.
They did. Everybody's been trying to stop me from getting this cord, and there's nothing they can do. As soon as this podcast ends, I'm going to play NCAA until 2 a.m.
That's fucking sick, dude.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
That's awesome. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know that could even be a thing.
Yeah, it was 2 girls hanging out together, and that's what happened.
I wonder, and this just reminded me of this, because now like a lot of professionals are doing like telehealth